Recently, I've been buying a lot of Neo Geo MVS carts, and a lot of them are in pretty tough shape, as you can see with this Metal Slug 3. I have a handful of others that are a little beat up, not quite as bad as this. Some that have Japanese labels that all of them look way too similar, and I get confused on the games unless I have them in my shock boxes or bit boxes. I know people are always like, the boxes are called shock boxes. Well, I have a lot of bit boxes too. I just always call them either or, who cares? But I wanted to do this quick video, swapping the case and label on this Metal Slug 3. Why would I want to do that? I just don't like the way the cartridge looks, and I can still keep this shell intact and hold on to it. I would never do this for like a Super Nintendo, a Sega Genesis, or an NES game, but I feel a little different with MVS carts because there's no artwork on it. It's just a plastic shell with a label on it. And, you know, like this has the serial numbers scratched out. That was, you know, something that happened quite often with these games, depending on the region they were sold in. And that's what I wanted to do today. So I got some different shells from retromodding.com. They come with everything, the bottom guard. I even had like a game that was missing the bottom guard. So I was like, you know what? If I can just get a replacement shell, that would be nice. Does come with the screws as well. They have a few different colors. I just ordered a blue, a red, and then a black one. I think I'll do the red for Metal Slug here. But I also ordered off of eBay some replacement labels for a handful of games that I kind of need them. The guy was selling them for $5 for, I believe, $10, and you just selected the games. I only needed 4 of them, so I just threw in like a Samurai Showdown for the hell of it, even though I don't need this, but I'll put a link in the description if you want to get these. They're very nice quality print. They seem to be about the exact same size, very close anyway, to the original label on these games. I could have printed these myself, but I figured, you know what, I'll pay for the convenience of somebody else doing it since I'm waiting for all this stuff anyway. So here we go. I'm gonna have this laid out how I'm gonna put it in. So I have the arrow down with the screws that way, just so I don't screw anything up, you know what I'm saying? So let's get this swapped. So we just have 4 screws, and to try to maintain the original label, you're just gonna wanna be careful taking this thing apart, like when you fold it in half. So there's that. So I mean, for me, yeah, like I wouldn't do this for other consoles, but the MVS, I just don't really care about the shell that much, maintaining its original beat up luster. A lot of these things, man, they were beat up. They're just tossed around in arcade machines, and they weren't really meant for people to look at them. So, you know, they got like weird things written on them, stickers all over the place, and you know, it just doesn't look that great. So this is more, it's for me, you know what I mean? If you buy a game and it looks all to shit, but the boards are nice, I mean, who cares? They're your games, do with them as you please, right? So I'm gonna fold that over. I'm not gonna put the label until it's closed, but for this one, to try to maintain that label, you know, we just gotta be careful. It does look like, you know, that sticker's broken on the side. Well, just open it up like a clam. And then go ahead and get this out. Look at how dirty it is in there too. Holy crap, somebody freaking shart in there? So there's the boards. Go ahead and take the bottom board separator thing. You know, people, they sell games sometimes without these. I don't know how that happens. Maybe they broke or something, but they'll tell you, oh, it's no big deal. Like, they'll fit in your system just fine. Yeah, but you have to be extremely careful because the board will become sandwiched together and not separated, and you can wind up damaging something. So if you're missing one of those, you really do want to try to make sure you get a new one if you can. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and swap this exactly the way it was. And I mean, yeah, do you got to be gentle with these boards? Sure, but not crazy gentle. It's, you know, it's not that big a deal. You could touch them a little bit. Don't trip. If you want to wear gloves, go ahead, but I don't really think it's that big of a deal. You don't need to be grounded unless you're like rubbing your feet on carpet and whatnot. I don't even know that necessarily anything will happen. So I just want to see if these fit in here properly. Like if this doesn't fit in here properly, then we got a freaking problem, dude. Okay, so that's good. Let's get this on there. You always got to make sure for the board right there, you line it up. You got to line it up. Got to line it up with that that little thing down there. So is it in there even? Is it in there locked in? I mean, you got the tabs going through, so we should be good. Let's go ahead and get these new screws in there, which look to be pretty identical to the original screws that were in there, but these are like not brass, they're like steel, stainless steel, I guess. I think these were brass. I don't know, I'm not a metal scientist, so you know, whenever you say something, even if you're joking around and the vast majority of your audience gets it, you always have some knucklehead who gets offended by something stupid and they have to correct you and they get really worked up, like over metal. Somebody will get worked up if this video goes around to enough people, which I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Just like relax your nuts. Calm your balls, dude. It's just all in the name of having fun and shit. Who cares? Who cares about the science behind stupid stuff? All right, let's get those last ones in there. Oh boy, then we got to get that label on there and take a look at the finished product. I like these clear shells, man. Being able to see the actual board. Like I already confirmed that this Metal Slug was a legit board, but it's still kind of nice to be able to, you know, see that. Come on, you little fuck nugget. Get your ass in there. Let's see how well this case closes. It looked like everything was in there, lined up just fine. Let's get these screws in there nice and tight. See if there's any crazy separation. It's like this side, yeah. It's a little. Let me go grab an original that's not opened yet. So I mean, this is World Heroes 2 original. Doesn't have any of that like squeezy action going on. This is completely tight. So these shells are going to be minorly imperfect. Like, why is that one clicking? Is something not in there right? Not everything appears to be good. It's just, yeah. I mean, both sides kind of move a little bit. See if I could tighten this bottom part a little bit more. Probably not. I think I had it all the way. Yeah. If I frickin' force it anymore, I'm gonna jam that screw right through the plastic. So I think I'm fine with that. I'm not gonna be like doing all that, but just be wary. These cases, man, are not that cheap. I mean, you could find some games that wind up costing less than what one of these cases costs. I believe these were like 20 bucks. So let's go ahead and put that Metal Slug on there real quick, the label. And I just put this as reference to make sure I was putting the label on correctly. So let's go ahead and peel part of this off. Come on, you son of a bitch. Okay, I got part of it off. It's really thin, so it's a little difficult. Let's go ahead and try to line it up as best as we can without making any weird creases. Good enough. Fresh ass looking Metal Slug 3 in a red shell with a clicky clicky shells aren't hard to make. It's in there, man. Let me grab the MVS to see you know, if it slides in properly. Here's my beautiful ass shiny ass OMVS. I was thinking about doing a video talking about the process I did to get this thing looking really nice with the glossy paint. Like, people are like, oh, it's a fingerprint magnet. Like, not really. I mean, a little bit. Like, it's a console, it's not a handheld, so I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, let me get into this shit. That would be kind of crazy though. Like, you could turn this into a portable MVS, have a screen up here. You would probably want it like backwards though, so the cartridge is that way or something, or up. Has anybody made a portable MVS? Could you imagine that? Bitch. All right, let's stop with the fucking around. Let's just pop this thing in there. And it made a very nice contact. So this video went on a little bit longer than I thought it was, but you know what? This is all in the name of video game science. My cartridge, I paid for it. I gets to do with it as I please. If you're one of those people who are like, oh my God, it needed to stay in the original shell. Like, it's mine though, I own it. I do what the hell I want with it. Like I said, I wouldn't do that with other consoles games, but if you chose to, I don't care, it's your property. Do with it as you please. But there you go, I'm happy, I guess. I'm just kind of disappointed that the shell's not as nice quality as I hoped it would be. Like, I mean, the original shell didn't have no squeezy action. So there's something a little bit off. Maybe not all of them are like that. Like this black one, I don't think it's like that, but you could tell the blue one has a little bit of action in it. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's just offset a little bit. Maybe I just need to re-screw it in, but it looked like everything was good. So hey guys, really do appreciate y'all. Put the links in the description if you're interested in labels, if you're interested in shells. There you go. Thank you. Big ass blurry thumb butt in your face, just like a Bigfoot. It ain't blurry no more. Focus action. Peace out, bye-bye, and boom, boy.